More Than a Meal is really just the first 5 minutes of a longer short film, a 36-minute short film named Off the Menu. The initial conception of the idea was I was just fascinated by the idea of somebody being behind the making of a prisoner's last meal. And to me, I thought it should be something super extravagant and someone should pull out all the stops when it comes to doing such a thing. But the reality of the matter is that when somebody has their last meal, it's actually just, the prison cook whipping up a couple things, and it's not that interesting. But to me, I thought, oh, what if it is that interesting? What if someone does go all out? What type of person would that be? What type of inclinations would they have? And both of my parents are Italian immigrants, so I decided to make the character an Italian immigrant, which you find out in the longer version of the film, and in a sense that it's hinted at in More Than a Meal. And usually I plan everything out meticulously, but in writing this short film, I just kind of followed what was funny, what was interesting to me, what was personal to me, what I knew best, and it all kind of worked out in the best. Yeah. It literally continues after that for another 30 minutes, and it continues to go into the character of the chef, and he finds himself in a little bit of like a cultural conflict where there's a Taiwanese inmate who's about to have her last meal, but he kind of denies her of the meal that she wants in place of something more European, and she spits it out, and things kind of go on from there. Yeah, I grew up around a lot of Italians. I speak Italian, and so I was always aware of Italians being very proud of their culture and a little bit ignorant towards other cultures, specifically Asian culture. So that's where the story evolves. I directed it, I edited it, I probably did a number of other things on it. It was my thesis film at Emerson College. It was pretty weird for somebody to do a thesis film that was longer than 20 minutes, but luckily everything worked out with that. I was fortunate enough to receive a grant when I was there. It was a production design grant, and that's how I was able to design the prison along with another set. And so I was very, very fortunate in that circumstance, and that's what kind of allowed a lot of the film to unfold, because once I had that prison, I knew I could, keep going from there. It was very challenging to complete the film. I definitely had to grow up a lot as a person in order to complete the film. I ended up having to do a decent amount of work. I was there every day painting the sets, putting it together. But honestly, I wouldn't trade that experience for the world, because it's just it was just the most professional experience I've even had so far, and it was so incredible to be able to just direct people in every way. And I'm just the type of person, when it comes to my work, I have a lot of intention behind it, and it was just so great to be able to express that intention, communicate that intention with another person, and to have them be involved with it. And it was just, I feel like everything that you dream about when it comes to being a filmmaker. You're just collaborating with people, and you're just incorporating a story into each and every detail. I was very touched by the fact, once I finished the film, just to be able to look at all the people who were involved and who put their input into it and their perspective and their hard work, like that. I was really moved by that in the end. And I felt that it would have taken me another couple years to work with that many people on a set, but I was fortunate enough to have that be the case on this one. So it was really great, and I was really fortunate.